I don't even know how to begin writing this. After 17 years of marriage, everything I believed in, everything I built came crashing down. I'm 43 years old, and I never imagined I'd be here, piecing together a new life after betrayal. I work as a manager at an auto parts store. It's not glamorous, but it's stable, and I've always been proud of the life I provided for my family. Sometimes the job requires travel, short trips, 2 or 3 days at a time, twice a month. It wasn't ideal, but it paid well and allowed us to live comfortably. We had a routine, life, or so I thought. About 3 years ago, my wife decided to start teaching yoga at a studio nearby. She had always been into fitness, so it felt natural. We didn't need the extra income. This was more about her having something that was just hers. A hobby that gave her purpose and community. I supported it fully. Looking back now, maybe I should have asked more questions. Last month things started to feel off. Subtle things at first. She started wearing new, more revealing outfits. Switched to a perfume I'd never smelled before. And she was glued to her phone. Always texting, screen turned away the moment I walked by. I saw the signs. I just didn't want to believe them. I convinced myself I was imagining things. That it was just stress or distance caused by my travel schedule. Then came the business trip to Detroit. I was supposed to be gone for 3 days. But the second day's meeting got cancelled, so I booked an early flight home. That decision changed everything. I pulled into the driveway around 1 p.m. on a Wednesday. Her car was there. That struck me as odd. She usually taught until 4. Another car, unfamiliar, was parked a few houses down. The front door was unlocked. And then I heard noises upstairs. You know that moment when your stomach drops, your heart races, and your throat tightens until you can barely breathe? That was me, standing in my own hallway, bracing for the unthinkable. I walked up the stairs, opened the bedroom door. There she was, with one of her students. He couldn't have been older than 25. They both jumped up, scrambling to get dressed like they were in some kind of cliché movie scene. I didn't scream, didn't ask questions. I just turned around, walked out, got in my car and drove to a hotel. I couldn't even process it. That night she called me 47 times. I didn't answer. When I finally picked up, she confessed. Everything. Not just the student. She had also been having an affair with the studio owner, her boss. Both relationships had been going on for months. Her excuses were gut-wrenching and pathetic. She claimed she felt neglected because of my travel. Said attention from younger men made her feel alive. Claimed she never meant to hurt me, as if that somehow undid what she did. The next day, I contacted a divorce attorney and moved into a furnished apartment. When our adult children, 21 and 19, asked why I left, I told them the truth. They deserved that much. Word spread fast. The studio turned into a circus of drama. Both affair partners were married. Their wives found out. The fallout was nuclear. The owner's wife, who co-owned the studio, fired everyone and shut the place down. My wife's reputation in our small town, destroyed. It's been 3 weeks since D-Day. The divorce process is moving fast. My lawyer said the mountain of texts and voicemails make it a clear-cut case, even without visual evidence. She's not getting away with this. She moved in with her sister, but that didn't last. A week ago, her sister kicked her out after she caught her trying to reconnect with one of the affair partners. Apparently, she's spiraling. No job, no friends. Most of her family is keeping their distance. For once, she's facing the consequences of her actions. Now she's trying to claw back what she can, fighting for more of our assets. Claiming mental health struggles led her to make bad decisions. My attorney isn't buying it. Neither am I. Christmas was strange. First one I've spent without her in decades. The kids chose to stay with me. We ordered Chinese takeout and watched cheesy holiday movies. It was different. But honestly, it was peaceful. I've started therapy. Not to save the marriage, that's long dead, but to understand why I ignored all those red flags. Why I minimized my own gut instincts for so long. I also joined a support group for other betrayed spouses. We meet every couple weeks for coffee. We share stories, vent, and lift each other up. These people, strangers just months ago, have become a kind of second family. The pain is still there, but it's no longer sharp. It's a dull ache, like a bruise that slowly fades. Last week she showed up at my apartment, drunk, crying, begging for another chance. I didn't even let her past the threshold. I shut the door and called her sister to come get her. The studio owner left town. His ex-wife bought a new building and opened her own fitness center. It's thriving. The student's wife is pregnant. He ran off to another state, probably hoping to dodge child support. Foolish, it'll catch up with him eventually. Last month, our daughter graduated from college. Both of us were there, on opposite sides of the auditorium. She handled it with grace. I couldn't be prouder of the way our kids have navigated all of this. Work offered me a promotion, less travel, more leadership responsibility, and a new role at headquarters about 35 minutes away. Took it. Fresh start. New beginning. The support group threw me a farewell dinner before the move. Funny how pain can forge the strongest connections. And yes, I've started dating again. Nothing serious. Just simple coffee, conversation, and seeing what it's like to be out there again. Trust is a slow rebuild. I'm not in a rush. We had a rental property that we sold during the divorce. She moved in with a cousin 2 towns over. Not my problem anymore. Last week, I signed the final divorce papers. I felt nothing but relief. She sent one final letter. 20 pages of apologies, explanations, and blame shifting. I read the first page. Then I shredded the rest. This chapter is over. I'm moving to a new city next week. The condo's perfect. Clean, modern, and most importantly, free of memories. For the first time in years, life feels light. Like I finally dropped a weight I didn't even realize I was carrying. I'm not bitter. I'm just done. I'm building something better now. For me. Because life's too short to spend it in betrayal's shadow. And for the first time in a long time I can see the sun.